Positive Spin, presenting positive, innovative, and solution-oriented news
By
from
understanding
around
our
the world.
changing world, we improve lives and safeguard our future. The future of our little rock in the universe, our Earth.
Exceeds the norm and is approximately 70%. To scale up the A Million Mangroves initiative, I've been able to share my solution at the United Nations headquarters in Bonn, Germany.
To use the arts and to use whatever power and influence you have to make the world a better place for our kids, because otherwise there'll be no coral reefs left, there'll be no amphibians left, there'll be no, very little what we remember as kids.
On today's program, we give focus to Earth Day. The program opens with a NASA film, One Planet, One Home, followed by the short film, 7 Billion Dreams, One Planet Consumed with Care. Then we'll profile one of the 2023 Broward Youth Award recipients. And we'll present Positive Spin's interview with well-known actor and environmental activist Ed Begley Jr. Finally, we see the music video for the song Comfort You, performed by Twin Messiahs.
The third rock, the blue marble, Earth, home. Every person, place, or thing we know, everything we do, every memory we make, it's here on this pale blue dot. It's just one rocky planet in one solar system in one galaxy among billions. Even as we explore space, we study our home planet. We see it like no one else. An expansive ecosystem. The vegetation, the air, the water, the ice. Our data improves the way we grow food and how we manage the land we cultivate. NASA has over 20 satellites, measuring the height of oceans and inland waters, clouds and precipitation, carbon dioxide, and much more. For decades, our data has tracked how all these Earth systems interact. From above, we see the connections. Cities transition into farmlands. Tributaries flow into rivers, into the sea. Winds move clouds around the planet. Beyond these observations, NASA's ability to model and anticipate how the planet is changing helps communities around the world prepare. We see our changing planet, hurricanes, volcanoes, fires, and we see the impacts of humans, melting ice, rising temperatures. Earth's climate has changed and is still changing. Our data gives us the understanding to adapt and to protect our home planet in new ways. Our electric flight technologies will reduce fuel and save energy. We will make cleaner air travel possible. By understanding our changing world, we improve lives and safeguard our future. The future of our little rock in the universe, our Earth, our home.
I understand there is a youth representative here on the first bench, and I'm sorry I can't give you more than a few minutes, but please, since you represent the future generation, at least in this room, can you give us you can come up here. Please present yourself and be quick.
Hi, my name is Will Charouhis. I'm 16 years old. I'm from Miami, Florida. I founded a youth organization called We Are Forces of Nature to help halt and slow down climate change.
I grew up in Miami, Florida, and I've had the absolute gift to spend a lot of my free time outside on the ocean. My home, which sits at ground zero sea level, will be uninhabitable due to sea level rise caused by global warming. Back in 2017, Hurricane Irma really affected my community firsthand. I mean, the entire city of Miami was virtually underwater. There was even a boat that washed over my school's football field. And with that, I felt the personal need to act. And I felt that it was almost a moral responsibility of mine to take this into my own hands and do what I could do to help stop this issue. So after the hurricane, I founded a nonprofit organization called We Are Forces of Nature. My goal was simple: to halt climate change and help protect my community. So most people know mangroves as doing two main things. Number one is preventing beach erosion, and number two is just serving as a marine habitat. But what a lot of people don't realize is mangroves actually sequester carbon at a rate much faster than traditional forests or evergreen trees. Scientists predict that even if we were to stop emitting greenhouse gas, we'd have to take 1 billion tons of carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere every year to maintain a habitable planet. But with mangroves being really efficient, I see that as nature's #1 way to help this issue. So far, Forces of Nature has replenished 6 miles of mangrove coastline, and we've replanted 1,149 mangroves. The A Million Mangroves initiative is a really inclusive, easy, and imperative solution. Youth can start out by just getting a group of friends together, going to the mangroves and cleaning up trash. Also, for the plantings, it's pretty straightforward. You just collect the propagules that wash up on the beach, water them, and then eventually replant them in the place you found them. This initiative can be broken down into 4 main parts: the cleanups, the replantings, the education, and the research. For the cleanups and the replantings, they're pretty straightforward. Every weekend, I get a group of friends, we go out into the mangrove forest by my home, and we clean up and we just replant mangroves in the areas where mangroves once lived. Then for the education, I travel around, whether it's to different schools in my community or to different events globally, and speak on the benefits of planting mangroves. Lastly, the research part, I try and research and find ways mangroves are going to be able to be replanted in the future to better withstand the warming oceans. At the A Million Mangroves Lab, I'm pioneering mangroves to better withstand the warming oceans and ocean acidification. To do this, I've been exposing mangroves to higher concentrations of salt and temperatures, and growing them for long growth periods. Fortunately, I'm able to say that my planting success rate exceeds the norm and is approximately 70%. To scale up the A Million Mangroves initiative, I've been able to share my solution at the United Nations headquarters in Bonn, Germany, Stockholm 50, and at the request of the US State Department, with conservationists visiting from 5 continents. I've also been able to teach the younger generation how they can grow mangroves, whether it's on their windowsills or right in their backyards. If we can scale up this project, then we have a fighting chance to halt climate change. Youth don't really have the patience for all the bureaucracy that goes on. We sort of have an optimistic approach. We don't really see roadblocks hindering us to getting things done. We also recognize that if we don't act now, the changes that affect our planet are going to be irreversible. Personally, I think that the power of one is really important, and that one person, one action can make a difference. The hardest part is to take the first step. I'm really hopeful that if my initiative can at least empower another youth to act, then maybe that youth can empower one of their friends to act, and it can sort of snowball from there. And I just have hope that we really can turn things around for our planet.
Positive Spin recently interviewed actor Ed Begley Jr., best known for his starring role in the medical drama St. Elsewhere. He's also appeared in more than 200 movies and television programs, most recently on Young Sheldon. Ed Begley Jr. is a passionate environmentalist who has co-hosted with his wife Rochelle Carson the green reality show Living with Ed. They have also served as a co-host for the annual Earth Day Global broadcast produced by the Peace Channel and Unity Foundation. Ed has recently published a memoir entitled To the Temple of Tranquility and Step on It. Let's hear from Ed Begley Jr. at his book signing in Palm Springs, California. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. It's
What a pleasure.
Really a pleasure. You know, most people know you from St. Elsewhere or your many roles on television and the movies. But at the same time, you were really at the forefront of Hollywood of the environmental movement.
Yeah, I got it early on. I got involved with the first Earth Day in 1970. And so it's something that was always near and dear to me because I grew up in smoggy LA. The smog was so bad back then. I said, what are you going to do with Earth Day after the celebration? They said, we're going to clean up the air. We're going to clean up the water. I went, sign me up. I knew the Santa Barbara oil spill had polluted the water pretty bad. The Cuyahoga River caught fire. That was a bad sign. And the air pollution, living with it every day in LA, I went, I want to be part of this, not just once a year, but every day.
And that's why you rode your bike every day to the studio, right?
I did. Took my bike, took public transportation, eventually got an electric car.
I also understand you took public transportation to the Oscars.
I did. I've done that a few times. I took the subway there, and then I took my bike there a few times. But this recent trip to the Oscars, my daughter, Hayden, who's 24, she orchestrated the whole thing where all week she took only public transportation. No electric cars, no rides from friends. And she did that all week, culminating with Sunday night. We went to the Oscars together and took public transportation, the subway there. A lovely, lovely state. And she's working at LA Metro now. She works at Metro.
And you've kept it going also. I mean, you and your wife, Rochelle, had the television show. And then also your web series, where you've said you're going to have the most sustainable home in the whole U.S.
We did pretty good. There's not a lot of residential structures that have LEED platinum status. There's silver, gold, and then platinum. And platinum is pretty hard to attain for a residential structure, but we did it. So now we get to reap the benefits. The home is very energy efficient, so it's very cheap to live in, and you've got enough power to charge your car and run the house, and it's a nice setup.
So it's a model for the community.
Yeah.
Which brings up another thing. I know that you were on the board of governors for the Academy for many years. So I'm wondering, from when you began with the Academy to present day in Hollywood, how much has the environmental movement or the movement for sustainability, how has it grown? I mean, are there many more people in Hollywood that are now involved in that?
It's getting better and needs to get better still, because back in the earlier days, people paid lip service to it. We had the 20-year anniversary of Earth Day in 1990, and people were mostly doing PSAs about saving energy. They weren't saving it on the set or in the production offices. They do wonderful public service announcements saying, take public transportation, ride your bike. Then people would get in a limo and go home. It's a bad juxtaposition of different forces there.
Could you tell us about your book?
Well, it started innocently enough. I wanted to write a little, paper or something, a file for my kids and grandkids to tell them the many things that happened to me as a young man, what life was like for my father as an actor, radio actor, and what have you. So I decided to take some notes, and my daughter Hayden helped me with her smartphone. Pretty soon she was busy with other things. I went, I'll take some notes from my computer to give my daughter to put this all together. And then that's when it happened. The keyboard became like a Ouija board that actually worked and took me up to the attic of my memories and the basement of my memories and pulled me in directions I hadn't counted on. And the next result was this book. So it was a fun adventure to write it. I hadn't planned on writing a book. I just was taking notes from my kids and grandkids.
So you continue to work for the environment. I guess that's your purpose in life.
It is. I like acting. That's wonderful. I get a great deal of pleasure out of that. And it's good to be artistic and to express yourself artistically. Very important. But also to use the arts and to use whatever power and influence you have to make the world a better place for our kids, because otherwise there'll be no coral reefs left, there'll be no amphibians left, there'll be no, very little of what we remember as kids. And so I don't think that's fair, I don't think that's right. And we can do something to improve that. We just got to all pull together and do it.
Sounds perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend. Thanks for coming.
Hi, I'm Ed Begley Jr., inviting you to join us for the Earth Day Global broadcast April 22nd on peacechannel.com.
And I'm Rochelle Carson Begley. All day this Earth Day, Ed and I will be bringing you great music, news, and views about what each of us can do to take care of this planet we call home.
On April 22nd, billions of people will take part in Earth Day, the world's largest celebration. We hope you'll join us for the Earth Day Global broadcast at peacechannel.com.
I know you're tired and you feel alone, looking for something to guide you home. I wish I could show you the way, but all we got is now, my friends. We got to live for today, and all I can do is comfort you and show you love. I got no answers from heaven above. Let go of ego, we got no control. All I can do is comfort you and show you love. That's right. There's no destination for us to find, no information that will free our minds. With open hearts, we can truly see that love is both our faith and our destiny to set us free. All I can do is comfort you and show you love. I got no answers from heaven above. We've got no control. All I can do is comfort you and show you love. We all need someone to lean on. We all want someone to hold. Love is what we are made of. Let me comfort your soul. And all I can do is comfort you, show you love. I got no answers from heaven above. Let go of ego, we got no control. All I can do is comfort you and show you love. And all I can do is comfort you and show you love. Well, I got no answers from heaven above. Let go of ego, we got no control. All I can do is comfort you and show you love. All I can do is comfort you and show you love. I got no answers from heaven above. Let go of ego, we got no control. All I can do is comfort you and show you love.
I think if we want to have peace in the world, we need to find peace in our own heart and our own soul. So that's the first order of business. Find peace yourself. Just take a moment, get centered, and be right now, right here, in this moment, present, and you can begin to change the world.
Thank you.
My name is Jesus Vasquez. I'm a Mexican by birth, an American by choice, and I'm also a U.S. Air Force veteran. And for me, peace is very important, especially at this time where this country is so divided, you know, and we don't have the freedom to speak our mind anymore. So we have to stop looking at ourselves as politically divided, but see ourselves as who we truly are. We're human beings. We're all created from the same source, whatever name you want to call that source. And therefore we're brothers and sisters. And if we begin to look at ourselves and at the world like that, then we will have peace in the world, we'll help each other, we'll forgive each other and support each other and survive. So let's hope that more of us are open to these ideas and join me in being an example for peace. Thank you so much for your kind attention. God bless.
Hi, my name is Arjun Ryman, and I work for the Army National Guard. What peace means to me is knowing that individuality exists in every single person, and knowing that everyone has different beliefs. And yes, you can disagree with each other, but don't create violence over it. There's a lot of people out there that use guns for violence. There's a lot of other people that use guns for protection and help others in need. But why use guns when you can use these babies? Let's go. 1, 2. Okay, I'm good. Oh. And we come to a compromise. I lost, he wins, so. Gotta create peace around me. I wish everybody peace. Thank you.
Well, I think peace is the most important thing on the planet. If we don't have it, we're in bedlam. So as human beings, we're all here together. A peaceful world is the best world imaginable.
Cause the flag still stands for freedom. And it can't take that away.
Hi, I'm Derek Ramos. And I'm Christian Valenzuela. And peace to me means no racism, no homophobia, no xenophobia, just a perfect world where everyone just gets along. No wars, nothing like that.
Peace to me is a virtue. It is the perfect balance between catastrophe and tranquility, and without chaos there wouldn't be peace.
Thank you for watching Positive Spin. This show is made possible through the generosity of the Patty and Jack Wright Foundation and the Prem Rawat Foundation. Watch and subscribe to our previous episodes on YouTube, and please like us on Facebook. Follow us on Free Speech TV, Roku, Sling, DirecTV, Dish Network, and Apple TV. I'm Bill McCarthy. Stay safe and healthy, and remember, you all can create your own positive news.